Welcome to the podcast that makes you laugh, the show that every redneck rock star dirt legger can relate to, bringing you that fire on our podcast empire. It's the Neanderthals from Leander, the boys, brought to you by the boys. We're live in Bassham Studios. This is the Whiskey and Whiskers podcast. We're your host, Chris.
Gator.
Blake.
And Chop.
Chop!
What?
Chop's back.
Hey, Chop.
What do you mean I'm back?
Back again.
I've literally been here the whole time. You just didn't turn my microphone up, you fucking asshole.
Oh, I forgot to turn your mic on. Fuck.
Yeah, we figured that out today, that his mic's actually been off.
Dude, y'all missed some really funny shit then, because he's been on fire the last couple weeks.
Surprised our mics didn't pick up on it. It's kind of weird.
I didn't even get the echo.
Now, you know how there's like echo right there? Well, there's like dead space right here.
Oh, okay.
Black hole.
No, that makes sense. That's science.
Counter echo.
Black hole of sound.
Yeah. Anti-echo.
Gator, story time.
Oh, man. Yeah. A very relatable story for all my friends here.
Last week, we had a great night. Also, let's preface with this. Rohelia was a lot of fun. The episode did well. I had a good time. You left afterwards, and you ended up calling me, 30 minutes after you left, 20 minutes after you left, and had some events.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about it?
Oh, it was a cold, rainy evening drive home after the podcast, and
Which is perfect weather for after tequila podcast.
oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and driving and all that stuff. Anywho, I kind of live in a area that's been disrupted by homes.
Rural.
So, yeah.
Rural.
There's some creatures out there, some critters. And there was a strange light in the sky that night when I was driving home.
Do you believe?
You got anal probed?
No,
Is that where oh shit, did you get anal probed?
even better, dude?
Okay.
There's,
I mean, pretty much.
There's
no
this-
lubrication.
there's this great light in the middle of the road, and there's these hogs getting anal probed by aliens.
You saw the hogs and the aliens?
Yeah, dude. By the time I saw everything that was going on, I hit my brakes and I was like, "Fuck, dude! Those
Can't
hogs
stop
are getting
in the
anal
rain.
probed by aliens." And the UFO and the aliens disappeared, and I crushed those fucking hogs with my truck, dude, and ran them over like a motherfucker. Went airborne.
It turns out when you do a 93, you can't stop in the rain.
nah, dude, it was a bad idea touching those brakes.
Did you hit the aliens too?
No, dude, they beamed out, Scotty.
All right.
They were like beep, and they just disappeared. They saw me and they knew I knew what was going on. You know what I mean? Because they like know shit. And they fucking
phased
blasted,
out.
dude. I don't even know what happened, but the hogs were still sitting there with stinks in their ass, and I just crushed them, dude. It's like Mike Tyson, man.
So how did the taco handle the hog?
Decently. I definitely want to get a guard for the front, put like knives all over the front of it. You know what I mean? It fucked up my bumper a little bit, and there's a light that's loose, but it's not catastrophic.
So the taco's a little loose now. It got
Little
hammered
loose.
by the hogs.
Yeah,
right?
it's leaking some juice. Not really. But
If you're in Texas and you drive a lot through the hill country, it behooves you to get a fucking grill guard.
yeah. No, it definitely after
Hoofs.
this.
Yeah, hoofs.
Hoofs you.
Yeah,
It
you don't-
hoofs you.
Yeah, you don't want to be hoofed and get it all stuck in your grill.
I
So
was going to say, I think it behoofs your grill.
So all jokes aside, you ran over a hog last week.
Like 3 of them.
Yeah? How big were they?
Oh man, they weren't too big. They weren't babies, but they weren't like 300-pound boars.
So less of a
They might have
hog
been. They
and
might
more
have
of
been
a-
100 pounds.
did you bury him or field dress him?
They took off, dude. They're resilient. I mean, I like straight up like slam dunked them with my truck, and they just I don't know what happened. But when I drove the next day, because this was like nighttime. it was
Okay, I
raining.
get it. So you processed them. We're not gonna
Sausage.
say anything
Sausage.
about that.
Yeah. Do you even have
They
to grab
magically
tacos this week?
disappeared into my fucking freezer, man.
Tacos. Oh, dude, that pork belly's so good off this. No, I wish. No, but the next day I was driving in the opposite direction, and there was like 2 pigs, at least pieces of them on the other side of the highway. So like they scrambled across the median somehow, but they didn't make it far.
destroyed again. Like
Yeah, dude,
another car hit 'em?
there was like guts everywhere. It was like they ran over the middle of them and just split them in half, and there was like pig carnage everywhere.
Good. I want fucking hog killing fields.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck pigs.
I had
dude.
to call my insurance company and shit and be like, I don't even know what my policy number is, but motherfucking pigs. And the
That's
lady was
worth
like,
3 lives. You know what I mean? That 3. If you have to call your insurance company, like 3 things have to die.
Yeah, for
that.
sure. Yeah. I'm glad I called. Yeah.
Or none. You just hit pigs and now you're fucked.
Right, but he's saying that you have to kill 3 pigs now, like in retaliation after the fact.
Oh yeah. That for sure.
Yeah. I got a thing for hogs now. They got my
They're a
way.
nuisance and they're fucking everywhere.
So, dude, they were standing in the middle of the road in all seriousness.
Like a
getting
fucking
anal probed
idiot.
by aliens, but
So in a way, you got anal probed.
they didn't even run out in the street and get anal probed. They just sat right there and did it.
And they're not like majestic like a deer, you know. They're not. They're rats, dude. They're big ass rats that are
Yeah.
thick and dense. They're
It'll bite you
and hoof you,
and hoof you.
Yeah, they will. And like,
dude. Have you ever had a pig step on your foot? It fucking sucks,
they're
I
so
have.
solid too, dude. Like, I hit them and it was like, and my truck went
dude. You were
over.
pretty rattled when you called me.
Yeah, I pulled over and I thought like I had pigs sticking out of front of my car, man.
I knew a dude that got treed by pigs one time.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's rough.
I don't think you can like. So I carry around a.
I'll tell you what you do.
Okay,
You know how to get out of that situation? You shit in your hand and throw it at them. Guaranteed it'll go away.
no, now you just have shit on your hands.
Exactly.
And
You're
you're
stuck in a
stuck
tree with fucking pigs covered in your shit.
This dude actually had a pistol with him.
But that doesn't do shit. It doesn't do shit.
It was a 6-shooter, and he blew 6 rounds on his way into the tree. And then they kept coming. He went into the tree, and then they stayed below him for a long time. He stayed in the tree for a long time.
The last time I went deer hunting, I had my bow and I brought a 9mm with me, and I was like, the 9mm is not going to do shit except for maybe make some noise, like offer a hey, stay the fuck away from right here, maybe.
Yeah, he might rush you and then stop for a second because you shot him in the eye, maybe,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna rush you again. But that at least gives you a moment to.
He's like, I can
figure
still
shit
see. I'm gonna fucking gore
I
your
got
ass.
the one good eye.
out. Dude, fuck pigs. I hope you kill more tonight. I hope you hit him again.
Oh man, I don't want to call the insurance company again.
You better kill at least 3 of
They're
them.
like, this is a thing. Why do you keep doing this? There's aliens out there. I'm telling you.
Dude, some things just don't die.
Yeah, pigs are one of them. I've tried to. So we caught a pig in a trap one time. I've probably told this story before. We caught a pig in a trap, and it was my buddy's bachelor party. So the idea was, hey, we want to catch a pig and we want to roast it for his bachelor party. So I called a guy I know that has a farm or whatever, and he traps pigs regularly, shoots pigs, gets rid of them because again, they're a nuisance. They're like fucking rats. They're rabbits. You know, they breed like rabbits, but they're like giant, thick, muscular rats with hooves and tusks,
You're pigs.
and they stink.
Yeah, they'll kill you.
So he caught this giant fucking pig, dude.
It was big.
200
I remember
pounds, 300 pounds.
it. Yeah, it was big.
And,
furry.
Was it boar or sow?
And he calls me and he's like, hey, I got this pig out here. He's trapped in the live trap. You want to come get him? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I take a 357 thinking that's going to do the trick, you know? And I walk out, I see the pig, and I put the 357 up to the little cage, boom, shoot him right between the eyes. That pissed him off. He got real upset with that.
Damn.
So after he got done, you know, being upset about that, then I went around to the side and I was like, all right, ear, boom, shot him in the ear. That pissed him off even more. So now he's still like angry and now he's slinging blood and like crap. And dude, I'm trying my best to be humane about this, but it's a big fucking pig, you know? 357, dude. I shot him all 6 times. The 5th time I shot him right behind the like front quarter to go between, you know, like where the lungs and heart and shit are. I think that's what finally got him, though it still took him a few minutes, and I did the last one in the head again.
Damn.
But yeah, it took all 6 rounds. All 6 rounds from that 357.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like that.
And then the story goes on. We dragged it. It took 3 dudes, 3 grown ass men to drag this pig into the back of a pickup truck. We take it to, you know, his house in the neighborhood. That's where you want to clean a pig, right?
Yeah, hang it from the carport.
So we took it to his house and
Basketball
we started cleaning this
walk,
pig.
wasn't it?
And dude, just skinning it. We dulled like 3 knives, you know, and it stinks and we're not making the progress that we want. And it's like, this is going to take forever. This whole animal smells like piss and shit. Like,
I remember this next part is terrible.
this fucking sucks. So we cut the head off and then threw the body away. We ended up buying a
Dude, you forgot about the part where we said fuck skinning it and we took a blowtorch trying to get the hair off.
that doesn't work so
Probably
well
smelled
either.
bad.
It works good in theory. That's what they tell you to do, but it
Nah, that's not a good idea.
Y'all probably should have washed it in bleach or something.
That was fucking terrible, actually. You should not.
Yeah, we
do
sprayed
that.
it down with Lysol. It didn't help. So what we ended up doing is like getting rid of this hog, and I went and bought a nice, pretty pink pig from a butcher that was all gutted and ready to go. I still had, you know, it was a whole pig, but
Yeah.
we smoked that instead of fucking with that
They're
wild
only
ass.
they're
pig.
only good from like 70 to 100 pounds. Like,
Even smaller than that. The only time I've ever had a wild pig that I was like, all right, that's pretty good. It was like, this is going to sound fucked up. You ready? It was like 25 pounds. And we gutted it and we didn't even cut the parts because it was so small. and we flayed it open and smoked it on a smoker with the rib cage open.
Yeah.
And then flipped it over like the whole hog like that.
Mm-hmm.
And most of it honestly didn't turn out that great, but the ribs are pretty good.
Interesting.
Let's see what's in the box.
Oh yeah.
So the box is super stacked right now. The box provides. You know what I mean? That needs to be a new thing. The box provides. So I have no idea what we're about to do here.
Did you really?
I grabbed what was in there.
If you, oh fuck, dude, we're already here. It's too late for me to contest.
Wow.
If we're gonna do another native whiskey, or not native, what
Foreign,
another
Domestic?
foreign whiskey, I feel like we got to do the rye.
Dude, we don't get to pick what the box provides. The box provides.
The box has rye to provide.
It's also got this
That's gonna be rough.
Grand Old Par, aged 12 years, blended Scotch whiskey. That's right. It's whiskey and whiskers, not bourbon and whiskers. This week we're drinking Scotch whiskey, it looks like.
So there's some Scotch whiskey in the box that is rye,
I don't think,
and that's what I want to try. That's like on the top of my list of like I want to try that shit.
I don't know if this is going to be good or not, but shut the fuck up. Let's hear the pop.
Dude, I might puke on Scotch. I got
All
Scotch
right.
is about 50-50 friend to me.
It's got a twist off.
got a twist.
M. Night Shyamalan up in here.
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
We're back, buddy.
See your shotgun.
No,
I'm out. Fuck this.
I'm gonna need an extract.
Ooh, could you imagine that? Taking shots of vanilla extract.
Yeah. Did you not try that when you were little?
Oh, duh. I wouldn't do it now, like whole shots.
Would
of
it get you
Holy
drunk? It kind of smells
Yeah.
like alcohol when it's concentrated
Dude, it's
like
like 35% alcohol.
Dude, I was like, if a few
I
drops,
swear to God.
if
yeah.
a few drops is cookies, then
I don't
like
believe
a
you.
swig of this will be real good.
Fuck you.
that. Except that I've...
Take them on the plane with you next
Smell it.
time. You're like, they're travel shots. You have
All right.
coconut extract, almond extract, butter extract. What is this?
Nutter buddy.
All right, Scotch. Old Par.
God damn it.
Ah.
It's like that.
Sure. I like it.
All right.
Let's do it.
I'm
Let's
trusting
do
you
it.
for now, but I got my eyes on you. You fucking son of a bitch.
That's a smooth Scotch. We got lucky. Dude, Scotch, I'm telling you, is like a 50-50 for me.
It says extra rich. I love being extra rich.
Is that real?
Yeah, see, it says extra rich.
Can you be extra rich?
You're talking about as a concept. Is extra rich even really a thing, or is that like an oxymoron?
Right. Yeah, like extra money.
Yeah, I've got all this extra money laying around.
What?
Just gonna give it away, I guess.
You can be extraordinary, so surely you can be extra rich, right?
When you say you,
So I talked about it at the end of the show, maybe last week or the week before. I was planning on doing a camping trip, and I did the camping trip. And I don't know how interesting this story is really, because there's not much of a story there.
I wouldn't call it a camping trip because camping trips usually involve campfires, getting drunk, and
Dude, that's no joke. So
pissing on the side of your tent.
I
Right?
have extensive camping experience. And when I say camping experience, I mean, like, we drive out with like a box full of fucking propane and barbecue and coolers and folding chairs and tents and lanterns and all that shit.
Yeah, and we get drunk in nature.
And then you get super drunk and fall asleep next to the fire, you know?
Yeah, camping.
Camping. We call it camping.
That's glamping, right?
Sometimes you get laid, sometimes you fight, you know? That's
No, glamping has air conditioner built into the word.
so this was I'll call it a backpacking trip. And I guess for those backpackers out there,
Hiking.
this was a section hike.
You took a hike.
They have, so you have like day hiking, you have section hiking, and then you have through hiking. And I wasn't quite ready for through hiking because I'm still new to this backpacking concept. So what I was doing was section hiking. And I went to Lake Georgetown. I hiked from one end, farthest west as you can go. The whole lake runs, west to east. So the east side is the dam and the basin, right? And the west side is the river.
Hopefully it runs north to south also.
I started as far west as you can go. And I hiked the whole northern half of the trail until I got around to basically the dam, the high side of the dam. And then, dude,
I prefer the high side the first time around for sure.
it was a trip. I don't know. It was an experience. There's not a lot to tell. I got super tired and hot. But I had a good time. I camped
14 miles?
15.
15 miles?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good hike, dude.
And it was,
Did you feel like a conquistador out there? Like exploring unknown territory?
Did you want to plant a flag?
No.
Be like, this is mine now. I'm here.
I mean,
Fucking come and fight me about it.
I was at the top of the hill. You know the top of the hill game? I was at the top of the hill for sure. So I ended it at a place called Overlook, and it's called Overlook because it's like the highest point on the lake.
Oh, I figured it would be the other way around.
What?
The lowest point for the Overlook.
Is that the place of your ancestors?
You know, Iceland and Greenland type of deal.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. You can call it. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of story there. I know my backpack is super heavy. I think, I weighed it when I got back.
You did take a chair.
I did. I took a click camping or backpacking chair
And teddy bears?
that weighs 5 pounds. That fucking chair weighs 5 pounds. And I came back and I shed a bunch of shit out of my bag because I was like, that shit's too heavy. It's too fucking heavy. It was like 50 pounds, I think is what I was carrying.
Yeah.
I've got it down to 40.
I think 30-pound pack is where most people want to reasonably be.
Dude, I don't know how to get it down that low, bro. I don't have a lot left to fucking cut.
The trick is 2 packs. The second one's like a food pack, and that's where you're just
No, my food is in this weight, by the way.
Yeah.
But
I'm telling.
I think I'm down to like 43 now, fully loaded. I'm ready to go
What would
again.
you be without food and water?
I don't know. I haven't weighed it. So they call it.
That's what I would figure out. Is
Base
like,
weight and gross weight. So
Exactly.
base weight is any expendable, like your water, your food, and your fuel for cooking. You want to get rid of that because that stuff changes depending on the hike that you're going on, right? Like if you're going for a 1-night hike, it's going to be different than if
Well,
you're
and
going.
if you can make a campfire, you can do away with fuel.
So you want your base weight to be probably like what you're talking about, like closer to 30 pounds. And then you add on top of that, but you definitely don't want to be 50 pounds even after food and water and fuel. So I think I'm getting closer. Like I said, I'm probably at about 45 pounds now, but I was fucking dead. And I had originally planned to do 2 nights, Saturday night and Sunday, start on Friday afternoon, camp out Saturday night, camp out Sunday night, finish the last 2 miles or whatever Sunday morning, and then come home and, chill out the rest of Sunday. So what actually ended up happening is the spot that I mapped out on the map that I was like, oh, this spot's going to be super close to the water where I can camp out for the second night and, relax, watch the fights on my phone or something, hang out, drink my little flask of whiskey that I took with me, which I didn't touch, by the way.
Also, 3/4 pound.
So it is. I got to that spot and it was high up on a cliff and I couldn't get to the water. And I was like, fuck that. I'm going to keep going until I find the spot to like actually camp. Well, I kept going and eventually was almost to the point where I was like my extraction point.
I'm gonna keep going all the way home, baby.
And I just decided, I was like, dude, fuck this. I'm not going to camp out here another night. I'm going to get to the end where I said I was going to get, and I'm going to leave on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. I'm going to finish early.
So that's what I did. I'm an overachiever.
Overachiever. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
But no bullshit. By the time I got to the end, I had blisters on the end of my little toes. My ankles fucking hurt. My knees hurt. Like my shoulders, dude, my shoulders. Carrying a pack that long on it's a backpacking pack. So I've got it like half the weight on my hips.
Yeah.
Like, I'm carrying it right. It's
still.
sized.
But still,
I expected my feet to hurt that bad. I did not expect my shoulders to hurt that bad. And so by the end, I was doing these weird, like squirming techniques to like unbutton the chest buckle and hang the straps off the sides of my shoulders. So it's not pushing on that same pressure point, or lifting the belt strap up over my belly and like letting it rest on my belly. So it's off my shoulders. I was struggling by the end. But I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my gear. All my gear works great, by the way. I just have too much of it. I need to cut it down. But like I said, now I'm at 45 pounds fully. That's gross weight. 45 pounds.
that's fully loaded with food and everything.
That's gross, dude.
And I don't know what else I could cut out of it to like get lighter.
Yeah.
And you hear about these motherfuckers that are they call it ultralight backpacking.
Your stove is going to be the only thing, and that's going to be
Dude, it's
requirement
negligible.
It's
It's negligible.
Is your tent heavy?
Nah, 5 pounds. And there's a thing too about ultralight backpacking gear. It's diminishing returns. So
the lighter it is, the more expensive it is.
like by a lot. So the tent that I have is made for backpacking. It's lightweight. It weighs 5 pounds. It's got two aluminum poles. It's a 2-person tent. Like it's almost as small as you can get. However, I think I spent $85 on Amazon, right? There is another, like I could go lighter, but it's it goes from like $85 to like $250, and now it's down to 3 pounds. It's like, dude, I'm going to pay $200, buy a second tenth, and and save 2 pounds.
Yeah.
But dude, it's the sum of all the parts. It's not that like all of my gear works and it's all pretty light, but it's not the super lightweight gear. It's not the super expensive gear that the pros use. So like when you add it all up, it's like, oh, that's only an extra 2 pounds here. Oh, I got this chair is also 5 pounds. So that's 7 pounds. Mm-hmm. And then I got but before you know it, you're at fucking 50 pounds again.
Yeah.
So I personally think it's super cool that you're doing that. It makes me want to do some shit like that, though I'm non-committal and don't have time.
Me either. It was Mother's Day on Sunday. I fucked that one up.
No, you came home. You were home.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You came home. You did good. You did good.
So my question is, how, if it hasn't already started, how long is it going to be before the LARPing motherfuckers start doing this shit?
The LARPing?
Yeah. Where they're like, this is my shit now. Like, I'm going to go pretend like I'm in the fucking Wild West. And
this isn't that. I honestly considered almost. I didn't do it. You chill out. Like, let's not get crazy. I almost didn't take my pistol with me because it's all about weight. This definitely is. It's less like survivalist than I thought it was going to be, and more like I want to be a part of nature, bro.
Everything about LARPers says that they don't want to walk far.
Yeah, that's true too.
yeah, but okay. So like we're talking about
Like
LARPers.
your yogurt gets hot,
But
Dude, you walk right through your fucking sandal socks.
maybe LARPers isn't the right word, but there's motherfuckers that get a sailboat and they're like, I'm living my pirate life now. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got respect for those dudes.
Oh, these are adventurers. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go find a fucking.
You know what's crazy? If you go somewhere like really south, like the Keys in the Bahamas area, there's like little trailer parks of people who decided to do that on sailboats, and then they just kind of landed in this bay, and they're all tied off together and existing there.
Yeah, because fuel is expensive, and they
like-
don't really know how to sail that well or navigate.
They like
so-
paddle in for food and paddle back out to their fucking boat, and they like totally live on the fucking boat, dude.
But that's what I'm,
boat
like,
people.
Boat people.
Yeah.
dude.
But like, there's somebody out there that's sailing around on a fucking sailboat being like, I'm a pirate now. And like every fucking thing that you could want to do is going to have some motherfucker that like,
And they're there.
I mean,
I don't
you
know.
can live like a
I'm
pirate.
probably that guy, honestly. That's
can-
me pretending to be a fucking
Yeah.
explorer out there. I'm fucking Lewis and Clark up in this bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Mad respect for those guys. Like, go for it. Do it. Like, just maybe don't rob people because that's not cool. I don't want to be out sailing one day and get robbed. Like, that would suck. Like,
Yeah,
cool.
fuck you, Rob.
You're a pirate. I was just trying to be on vacation, bro.
You pirate over there. I'm doing my own pirate thing over here.
Yeah. Just like, can we, how about we team up?
I know there's got to be
We
like,
can go pirate those motherfuckers.
Yeah. Hey, you got the wrong dude. I'll just go with you and help you. How about that?
so I know there's something to it because the last time I was out on a boat, like where I couldn't see land, I was definitely like sitting on I wasn't like piloting the boat or anything. I was just on a boat, right?
I'm on a boat, bitch.
But I was definitely sitting there listening to sea shanties and, looking out over the water. And I was like, this is cool. But some motherfucker is going to go way further than that, right? Like, I guess that's what I was getting to.
I'm like a fucking pirate now.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool. Right up to the point that you robbed me on vacation. Fuck you.
So what is the equivalent of like backpacking that guy? Is it just like I'm a survival expert or something?
That's when you sell off all your shit and just like
Yeah, but I
walk
guess,
off into the woods with a pack and never come out again.
I guess that's my point though, I thought when I put my first backpack together, I like pretending, right? Like I'm a LARPer. Mm-hmm. Let's put a survival backpack in case the shit hits the fan, We're
What
dealing,
if I can't drive away from this
we're
shit?
dealing with nuclear fallout and we got to hike into the woods and I got, my backpack that's got like a hatchet in it and a fucking saw and all the shit to make a shelter and, it's then my wife's got her backpack that I put together. She doesn't fucking even know about it, but it's got like all the kitchen shit. Fuck me, I'm a misogynist, right? It's got all the kitchen shit and the food, and then like the seeds to make our own garden or whatever. And
Kitchen
then
shit doubles as a car wash shit,
and then the kid, my daughter's got her backpack that's got all of her shit in it that she helps carry around. So like, yeah, but that's survival shit. That's not backpacking hiking shit. Right. And the stuff that's in my backpack is way different than the stuff like a bug out bag would be.
As a heads up, whatever backpack you got for your daughter, make sure you attach a way to attach her backpack and her to the back of you, so you can carry your pack and her backpack all together.
Well, I mostly made that up, but it sounds good.
Oh, okay.
I don't want people to know.
Makes sense.
You know,
Then they'll come here to get all this shit.
she's carrying all the bullets.
Oh, good. Give her the heavy shit.
I was gonna say give her all the shit that's.
Well, she's got a lot of energy. You know, she's 6. She's good to go.
And these are great. You know,
I'm just saying, I don't want to carry the bullets.
It's fucking heavy. Nah, I don't know. I think
put it
that's
with the kitchen stuff.
I think that's what I like about it is I like something about my brain really likes having the right tool for the job, right? This tool does this job really well. And so backpacking is all about being prepared, having what you need, and having nothing else. Like none of the bullshit. Get rid of that. You don't need it.
Do you ever think you're going to branch out to more challenging places? Like you might go to Big Bend?
I don't want to commit to that.
Not now.
Right now, I've got it in my head that I'm going to end up doing all of Georgetown in one through hike, which is 28 miles all the way around. I did 15 this time. Next time I'll do the bottom half, and then maybe sometime thereafter I'll do the whole thing. But eventually, yeah, if I'm still into it, I'm going to hit that goal. I'm going to. I'm going to go all the way around. If I'm still excited about it, if I still feel like I want to do it, then I'll find a new place and I'll try it there.
If you stay into it, I promise I'll go with you on at least one up to 20 miles.
So the cool thing about this one is, one, it's super close. Two, there's several like very accessible big parks that you could come to and meet. Like you could drive the Navi there, and bring a tent and a cooler with beer.
Lincoln minivan?
And yeah, the minivan. You could drive the minivan there. And, I just hike through, meet you there, and then we get drunk, and then you drive us home the next day.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I want to get to where I go with you. Like, I actually want to do it if I'm going to do it. I've done it before. So it's not, at least it won't be new to me, you know?
Yeah.
It's been 20 years, but I've done it before.
Yeah, this was my first backpacking experience. I don't know. And
also, I'm totally down for canoes, too.
I was telling you guys about this before the show, and I don't know how entertaining the story is. It was more of an experience than it was a good story.
Well, and now you've done it. It's an accomplishment also. And you sharing makes me want to go fucking hike too, right? Like that's the joy of sharing it, right?
Yeah. I just wish, like I was hiking through the woods and then I got attacked by a bear and I fought that off. And then like,
that's what you tell people.
I have to like wade across I have to ford a river or something.
When I go with you, that's what we're going to do. Like after dinner until we're tired enough to go to sleep. We're going to talk about the stories that we're going to tell people about what the fuck happened, you know?
And then like snakes and fucking ninjas and shit come out and then like,
yeah.
Oh wait, do the ninjas like have the snakes? Like are they paired? Like are they a team?
yeah, but after we neutralize the ninjas, we realize that it's all chick ninjas and they pull out their titties and it ends up being a great story for everybody.
I see.
When I do it, I'm going to completely power off though. I'm going to turn my cell phone off, put it in the bag, and leave it off the whole fucking time.
So I didn't do that. Actually, I listened to, because I was by myself. While I was walking, while I was hiking, most of the time, probably 75% of the time, I was listening to like audiobooks and shit, podcasts and stuff that I like downloaded before. But, I don't know. I might, when I was camping, I'll say this, after I set up my tent and like had my, shit set up.
Yeah, you didn't fuck with it.
Then I was there and I was by myself. It was dark there. And these weren't like pre-weed-eated campsites. I found a spot that was clear and like set my tent up there and I walked down to the lake and filtered water and like made dinner on my little camp stove and you'd be amazed too. I kind of got a little bit bored right before bed just because there's nothing to do. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to like drink now or just build a fire or something,
I feel like you should be doing something.
But you're so tired
that
you're just, fuck this, dude. I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I did pre-dig a hole. So I have a trowel, a super lightweight trowel. So that way you can bury your shit, right?
You're going above and beyond, brother.
And
Let's bring a dog bag.
Friday night, it made me think of Rob telling the story about shitting in a grocery bag. You just lay the grocery bag out, flatten it out, shit right on top of it.
Just leave it there.
So
Damn it.
Friday night, I set up my whole camp or whatever and made my dinner and like I was getting ready for bed. And so I went and I dug a hole because I didn't want to have to dig a hole in the middle of the night, you know? Mm-hmm. So I dug the hole and I like marked it. So all I have to do is walk to this bush. There's a hole already dug. I can shit in the hole and then I can deal with it in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
And, dude, I woke up in the middle of the night, thought I had to shit, went over there.
Farted.
Stood around with my dick out for a little while and then was like, nope, it's not working. And so I went back to sleep.
Better cover my dick up. There's goddamn mosquitoes out
Get
again.
poison ivy on your balls. You gotta be careful, man.
And then,
You ever get a mosquito bite on your dick?
and then the next morning I kind of did the same thing. Like I ate a handful of fucking dry cereal and then filtered water and, you know,
That's why you're not shitting, dude.
packed my camp up. And then I was like, dude, I need to take a shit because I know I'm going to put all this stuff on, this backpack and all these clothes and fucking hiking boots.
You're gonna go a mile and fucking
and then have to shit. That was where my brain was at. So I kept doing the thing where I was like, can I shit right now? No, not right now. Okay, well, I'm gonna pack the tarp up and then, you know, maybe I'll have to shit after that, after I walk around a little bit. At first it was food. That's what it was. I'm gonna eat, then I'll have to shit. Then it was pack the tarp up, and then I'll have to shit. Nope. Pack the tent up, then I'll have to, nope. Get all the clothes, get everything. Pack the entire bag, then you'll have to shit.
Part of that is that when you consume the food after walking that far the day before, like your body just consumes everything out of it. Like you don't have to shit anything out because you're consuming all of the nutrients out of the food that like your intake.
Because I'm at peak efficiency, bro.
Damn, that's crazy, dude.
No, you're trying to get to efficiency at all.
Dude, I'm total opposite of that. Like, I get in nature and it like triggers my bowels. Like, I'll just go walk into the woods. I'm like, oh man, I got to shit. And I don't have time to dig a hole, dude. You know what I'm saying?
This is an emergency.
So for you to like be like, I went on Amazon and bought a fucking shit shovel so I can dig a hole to shit.
Here's good. He
I
shits
don't
right in
even-
the middle of the trail, dude.
I bring TP, dude. That's it. I bring some TP and take a shit.
Yeah, I got to account for half pound of baby wipes if I'm gonna go anywhere.
I was using, so all I took was two of
Two
the
baby
Kleenex.
wipes.
You know the little tiny Kleenex packs that are in plastic?
You don't use like reusable fucking
Dude, that's just one wipe.
I took
backpacking
two
wipes?
of those. That was all I took.
Two wipes? You banking on 2 wipes?
And I used one of the packs to clean like my dishes and shit.
Oh, that's cute.
Cause you can't fucking do dishes out there, dude.
What do you bring, soap and stuff?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Just wash it in the lake, dude.
I did.
They put,
With
the,
soap?
they put the soap in the Kleenex.
Yeah, it was soap.
There's soap in the lake.
Pond scum.
Yeah, dude. That's why it gets all bubbly and stuff when the wind blows.
Turns out you can filter pond scum.
And get dish
Dude,
soap
that's
out of
no
it.
shit. So I did filter water one time. I actually had filtered water like 3 times because it's hot as fuck out there. But this one time in particular, I had passed 2 streams thinking I'm going to get to my fucking lake destination
Should
and
never
not have
cross the streams.
And, yeah, don't cross the streams. That, I learned that. See, I learned that on this hike. And I knew that inherently from Ghostbusters, but, it didn't resonate. I just walked right past them.
Dude, that's bad. That's bad.
So I crossed 2
It's like a
streams
fatal move.
and then with the idea that I was going to land next to the lake. Well, I did because I'm looking at a map, right? And on the map, I'm like, oh, the trail gets really close to the lake right here. I'll camp somewhere in here where it's close to the lake. I was really close to the lake. I was only about 40 feet. Unfortunately, the 40 feet was not from my campsite to over there 40 feet.
Yeah.
It was from right here to straight down 40 feet.
You didn't want to go cliff jumping?
So the only way I couldn't get to the water because I'm on the fucking cliff and it's all cliff all the way around.
You couldn't jump off a cliff?
And that was part of the reason that I decided to just like keep going.
Dude, shots, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
Scotch.
when you went home, did you like just completely fuck off the next day, or
Oh, yeah. You have to crash day after something like that.
Dude, okay, hang on. Let me get this down.
And I say this partially joking because I wanted to call you out for pulling into Burger King when I dropped you off.
So I'm gonna defend myself here a little bit.
I didn't actually have Burger King.
I didn't have Burger King,
I didn't inhale.
and 2, just the tip. You know, it was just the
Just
tip.
the
It
tip.
doesn't count.
Dude, I like the tip, you know.
So I ate some dry cereal and I packed all this food. Like I could have made such a bomb ass fucking lunch, but it's 100 fucking degrees and I'm tired and hot and sweaty and sticky and covered in DEET and sunscreen and fucking dude. I wasn't about to
Pond
start
scum.
cooking. Like I just wasn't. So I ate a fucking sandwich bag with some dry cereal in it in the morning. I think I drank some.
That's why you're not shitting, bro.
I drank a load of, like, a fucking shitload of water.
Should have got the high fiber cereal. That'll make you shit.
And then one time when I stopped, I ate some candy, some Starbursts, because I was like, dude, sugar.
That'll
sugar.
stop you up completely.
And that was all I'd eaten that day. And I hiked 15 miles with a 50-pound sack uphill, you know?
Both ways.
So,
That's a big sack, dude.
so, yeah, and a backpack also.
How big a sack was it?
A huge fucking sack.
Or just draped on my face.
So Chop came and gave me the extract. He was the pilot to get me out of there.
Oh, nice.
I need an extraction.
He gave
Dude,
me
you gotta leave your cell phone next time and get like a radio. Like have to radio somebody to come
smoke
get you.
signals, bro. Make a fire in the woods and be like,
Trust me, dude. I'll sit there and wait for your smoke signals to come get you.
Well, and yeah. You're blowing your own smoke signals. You're like, oh shit. I missed
Looks like
them,
somebody's
dude.
on fire over there. I wonder what's gonna happen. You think there's gonna be fire trucks?
So so I called Chop and I was like, hey dude, I'm gonna get through my hike today, this afternoon. My wife is already doing her shit because I told her I wasn't gonna be home till tomorrow. Would you mind come picking me up? He was there. But I pushed through and got to another one of the like campgrounds. There's 4 campgrounds surrounding the lake that you can drive right into. And then there's vast distances between.
So you can drive there, but you chose to walk.
Yeah.
With
the,
a
the long
50-pound
way.
sack.
The long way.
Yeah, with 50-pound sack and
So Chop comes and picks
And
me
a
up.
backpack.
And dude, on my way home, I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going to camp out here another night. I already made it to where I said I was going to make it to. I'm going to go home. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to,
beat off.
well, yeah, of course.
he did that while he was camping.
And then I'm going to sit in the air conditioning and watch the fights. And I'm going to eat a fucking hamburger, like a horrible, fucking shitty, shameful hamburger, you know?
Like anything from Burger King.
Like anything from Burger King. And the way that actually went down is I pull into the Burger King
The Bacon King.
and I was like, I was going to get the fucking sourdough. They have like it's like a Jack in the Box ripoff, but it's got the bacon and shit.
Just get the Bacon King, bro.
Jack off in a box.
And I was like, I'm going to get that. And they go, oh no, we don't have that. Well, fuck you then. Like, just give me a Whopper and let me get the fuck out of here, you know? And, dude, I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. I'm hot. I'm still wearing all my fucking shit. I've got a backpack sitting in the chair, like the seat next to me.
You're in the fucking coronavirus.
No.
No.
No, I was in my car at this point. He took me all the way back to the starting point and I got my car and drove home.
Oh.
Also, I picked him up in the caddy, so.
But he was following me back home because we live so close, right? Yeah. So he saw me. I didn't know he was right behind me, or I wouldn't have done that. But I totally pulled into Burger King because there's only 2 places between here and there. One of them is Burger King, the other one's Taco Bell.
I'm just
I didn't
saying,
want Taco
like
Bell.
on the other side of the HEB from Burger King is Whataburger.
Fuck Whataburger. So yeah, I pulled into Burger King.
Damn, I want to talk about that.
So I pulled into Burger King, ordered what I didn't want, and was just like, fuck it, I'm going to get Burger King anyway.
Then you drove off?
And then eventually I drove off because they just don't have their shit together. Fuck Burger King also.
Yeah.
But then I came home and took a shower and sat
off.
in the Lazy Boy and ate some fucking ice cream, chocolate ice cream, Creamy Creations, and watched The Color of Money on Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah. That's, yeah.
And
I like to do that every day. You know?
it was amazing. God, I felt like I earned it. You know, it was so much better like that than it would have been if I'd have just woke up and been hungover and watched The Color of Money on Netflix and ordered food.
Yeah.
And that was definitely a part of the experience.
I could see that.
Color Money on Netflix.
I don't remember if it was on Netflix or Roku channel or whatever the fuck, but yeah, I watched it. It was great. Great movie, by the way. I'd never actually seen it.
That's crazy to me that you made it this far in your life and then never seen The Color of Money.
So, speaking of Netflix,
Did you ever see Days of Thunder?
Yeah.
Top
Oh,
Gun?
yeah.
Like, where the fuck you been for all
Dude,
this
fuck
shit?
you. Act like I haven't seen Top Gun a
Risky
fucking
bu-
100 times.
Risky fucking business?
so Netflix is doing stuff, I guess.
Dude, there's a lot in the news about Netflix right now. They're doing a number of things.
Yeah, that number is
And they're all bad.
more than one.
They're all bad.
Yeah, okay, so the first thing they're doing, at least that I know about, is that they're like making it to where you can't share your password to like more than one location.
That's the one I saw, and I want to talk about it, but
They've been
keep
saying
laying
that
it out there.
I want to lay this out there. They've been saying that shit for years. You know how many times they've supposedly released a new Netflix I have a family of 6. It's a shared fucking password. Not only that, there's probably at least 2 or 3 distant relatives or friends that have passwords that are on my Netflix account also. For years. I mean, it's like the Bronco or like Top Gun, you know, they've been like, you're not going to be able to do this anymore. And so far,
We're cracking down on password sharing.
yeah. And so far they've been to no avail. So I'll throw that out there.
I don't know how they're going to monitor it. Is my
Again,
I think it has to do with
it's the same way that Dana White's like, I'm not going to let you steal fucking fights anymore. You know, like it's the exact same thing.
So here's the deal. 2 people, I have multiple account, or I have an account that's, I think it's 5. You can have up to 5 or 8 devices or something like that.
Whatever you fucking pay for.
And I pay for that. What the fuck does it matter where the other device is?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Dude, I had my shit got compromised one time and I had like half of South America using my fucking Netflix sign in. And it got to where every time I open up Netflix, all of my like recently viewed and all of my shit was all in Spanish.
Ooh, that's frustrating.
I'm not even joking you, dude. I had to change a lot of passwords to
Yeah,
fix
you're going to have to bail.
Dude, and it wasn't just like the Netflix password. It was like the Google password and the Netflix password and like a bunch of different other passwords. Had to change all of those passwords to fix that shit.
So I have 2 gripes here, and these are legitimate. Like, how are you going to deal with this Netflix concerns? I'm asking you, Netflix, asking you, legit. I think I have 8 devices. So I've got my TVs here in the house, and then I've got.
It's not actually counting your devices. It's counting your fucking SSIDs, bro.
Well, I don't know what that means. And then I've got my daughter's tablet. That's a device that
means
that
all the
moves around.
devices connected to the same home network are going to count as one device.
Okay, well,
It's counting SSIDs, how many devices are signed into a different fucking network. So you can only have, I don't think they offer an 8 plan, honestly. I think it's
then maybe it's 5.
5 at the max. And, it's going to be how many devices are signed into different Ethernet or Wi-Fi connections, right?
See, this makes me think they're not targeting me. They're targeting people that
No, they're targeting you, Blake.
25 different
They're
people
not
all
targeting-
log
they're
into the
targeting
same-
you.
And
They're
that's
targeting
where
you.
they get hung up, is because they're also not trying to target me. I'm a family of 6, and my one Netflix account for the most robust one that they offer is enough to cover my household, even though I've got 8 TVs in the house.
But here's the deal, and
You
this is
got
where
ATVs in your house?
this
Yeah,
is where
plus iPads, plus phones, plus, and everybody watches at their will on whatever device they want, and I never get held up about it.
Man,
But check this out. Check this out.
ATVs, huh?
And again, this is legit. I think I pay for then 5. It's the biggest one, whatever the biggest one is.
Cinco.
We've got our TVs in the house. I've got my daughter's tablet, which is on a different network because it's got its own plan,
Do you have
right? So it's got
ATVs
its own
too?
data. So technically it would be on a different network. Then I've got my brother who's handicapped and can't have his own fucking plan, right? So, he lives somewhere else. So I've got him on my account that I pay for. I pay for that fucking TV to be, so, and that's what he watches. Like I
And
can't.
that one's going to count against you because he's on a different network.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
on a different SSID.
And then I've got my elderly mother who also, like, just as a, fuck me, I'm a good son, I guess. I was like, Ma, here's fucking Netflix.
But here's the deal.
But I pay for it. Like, I'm not stealing it. I'm not being sneaky about it. I'm like, dude, no, you can have I don't know.
At your brother's or at your mom's, even though you still have TVs available, they're only using one. They could sign into 2 or 3 TVs inside their household, and still, it's only in Netflix's eyes, it's only going to count as one because it's all on the same SSID.
See, that's where it gets wonky though, because like, all right, so my Netflix account, I have, the shit in my house, right? And then I've got like my phone, but I travel for work. So how the fuck are they going to measure that?
Each time you sign in and on a different SSID, that's going to count as one. And if she's watching Netflix at your house, that's 2. If
So you can never have more than 5 signed in at
3
once?
other places, but no, you can't. So like in my house, again, like I said, 8 TVs, and y'all think I'm crazy, but I have 4 kids. So I have 5-bedroom house. That's a TV in every bedroom, plus the living room, plus the game room, plus the garage, plus the back porch, right?
Yeah.
And you have ATVs, right?
8. That's what I said.
ATVs.
8.
All-terrain vehicles?
Yes.
ATVs?
ATVs.
I wish I had ATVs.
ATVs.
Here's what
Who's got ATVs?
Here's what I don't understand about one of the things that Netflix is doing. They're offering a cheaper service rate, and they're going to start dropping ads in your movies and shows.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck everything about that. Guys, we lived in
the fuck is going to pay any amount of money for there to be ads? Like, the fact that there's ads means that shit is free.
They reinvented cable.
What up, Hulu? You know?
I was going to say, Hulu's already been doing that.
Hulu's already on that shit.
That's what they're saying is they're copying people who are being successful.
Hey, by the way,
Disney and
PSA for people that use Hulu. On the very rare occasions that you watch Hulu, fucking sign up for the free shit and then cancel it after a month.
Why?
Because then you only pay for actual paid Hulu for a month.
I guess I'm on a separate page here because I watch Hulu way more than I watch Netflix. If I was going to cancel one or the other, Netflix would be the first one to go.
Oh, I definitely watch Netflix more.
Yeah, I don't know. Netflix they've been fucking up.
Oh yeah.
And their catalog used to be so much bigger and
they peaked already. They peaked already. And to be fair, they peaked at a time when we didn't have Disney Plus and HBO Plus and all the HBO Max or whatever the fuck it is now. All the other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Which is a completely separate issue.
Peacock. Fucking all the other ones. Hulu.
Now that's like a completely separate issue too, because it's gotten to the point now where there's so many streaming services that
you're paying cable prices again.
Yeah, and I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, fuck all of them. Cancel all my shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't watch any of that shit. I just watch like YouTube.
Dude, yeah, I'll
but
go that route.
You're married with children. Your household
They
probably does.
watch that shit like
All the time.
motherfuckers, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, like nonstop. I want to throw the trash, dude. We have a TV upstairs and downstairs, and like
Yeah, if I
there's
had
just
my way,
bullshit on the TV at all times.
if I had my way, it's like fucking cable, HBO, Netflix, Disney Plus. That's it.
Dude, I will find a new way to entertain myself. I will cancel all of that shit and I'll watch fucking Twitch and YouTube and like shit that's free and not do that shit anymore.
Dude,
Read a book, motherfucker.
Honestly, if I was a good parent, I'd be like, fucking, let's go on a hike, bro. You want to learn about carrying a 50-pound pack 20 miles?
Yeah, let's dig a hole so you can take a shit in it.
Yeah, here's how you shit in
I
a
don't know.
hole.
If you have to take a shit.
I was on that cord cutter shit early on. I canceled my fucking cable. And
Yeah, y'all jump too soon. I'm gonna jump late in the game. It's gonna be all right.
and I was like, dude, you
fucks.
don't fucking need that shit anymore. And then I regretted like not being able to watch football. And that was the big one.
Oh, we got the FOMO, huh?
I literally stopped watching football when I canceled my cable.
Most
you know?
sports, almost all sports. Like now, you just do the fights,
But there's
and you pay for them every time, right?
every fucking single time, even though the service fucking sucks and it would be hypothetically easier to just steal it instead of watch that fucking garbage on ESPN Plus. And you pay $60 and you don't even know if it's going to work right.
What up,
Yeah.
ESPN? Holler at your boys.
And it always fucks up in the main event.
Dude,
like-
that ain't no shit neither.
Whether you steal it or you buy it. I mean, at least that's what I've heard. So why not fucking steal it? That's all I'm saying. Why am I paying for this shit? Dude, fellas, I signed up for Daily Wire. I subscribed. I paid money for Daily Wire. Now,
I did that once, but I was watching what's the show from Canada? That's like
Letterkenny.
Letterkenny. I was watching Letterkenny, and if you had a Daily Wire subscription, you could get like all the episodes for free.
no, that was Daily Motion.
Oh, you're right.
Did you get like a t-shirt or something, Blake?
No, so Daily Wire is, who's that motherfucker?
Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
It was Ben Shapiro's, I mean, he owns half of it or whatever. It's super conservative, fucking that shit.
Yeah.
That's not why I got it. I think we were watching the fights and they did an advertisement for a cowboy movie that starred Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah.
And
He was supposed to fight on that card too.
yeah, he was. Yeah, they were hyping his shit. Good for them. They were promoting him. And who's the chick?
Yep.
That was on Star Wars? Damn.
Gina Carano.
Gina Carano. Thank you. So it stars Cowboy Cerrone and Gina Carano, and it's a cowboy movie that's gritty as shit. And it's on Daily Wire. And I was like, damn, that looks good. Too bad it's on this service that I'm not going to watch, you know?
I saw the same ad, and I was just like looking forward to it coming out on HBO or something. I have to download Daily Wire.
It's Daily Wire, yeah.
Is it a show or a movie?
I think it's a movie.
That's both.
It's a movie for
And
sure.
it's a book.
Is it out yet?
There's movie posters.
Soon.
And
Holler at me when it's out. I'll download Daily Wire for a month.
Well, no. So you got to
just
pay.
go to Blake's house.
You got to pay for it.
Yeah,
And-
for a month.
No, that's not the way they did it. They did it like, hey, do you want to sign up for Daily Wire? And I was like, fuck it. Anyway, I'll get there. Chill. So, I saw that advertisement and I was like, nah, fuck that. Not watching it. I wish I could. I would like to watch it. You know, maybe maybe one day I might know somebody that could figure out a way to watch it, by paying for it, someone else, for instance.
Yeah.
Share a Netflix password or something.
But for right now, like, it's just not going to happen. And then my wife came to me and she was like, check this out. And she shows me this preview for a horror movie. And it's got the chick from, what's the Yellowstone predecessor, prelude?
1883. Isabel May is her name, by the way.
Yeah. It's got the chick from that.
Isabel May.
And it's a movie about a school shooting and she like goes hard and fucks everybody. It's like Run, Hide, Fight or something like that.
That's creative.
And, it looked really good and it's kind of scary. And then
It's on Daily Motion.
it's on
Daily
Daily
Wire.
Wire.
Yeah, whatever.
And I was like, fuck, that does look cool, but I'm not, cause I liked, what is it? 1838?
1883.
1844.
Yeah. I loved 1883. That shit was great. I haven't watched Yellowstone yet, but I did watch that on
100 years before I was born.
Peacock
Shit
or
was
whatever.
lit, dude.
So I was like, damn, it's got that same chick from that and this other thing that looks good. I wish I could watch that, but I can't because it's on Daily Wire. I guess I'm not going to watch it until one day I find somebody that, pays for it legitimately.
Yeah, it's going to be you.
So,
So when that movie comes out, like, hook me up with the Daily
so I
Wire
disregarded it
password.
again a second time in 2 days. 2 times in as many days. Then I'm scrolling on Instagram and it's a preview for Adam Carolla's new show where they're like, hey, I'm Adam Carolla. I fuck you, Adam Carolla. I know who Adam Carolla is. I watched the Man Show, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Adam Carolla and I have this show where, comedians are getting shut down, canceled all the time. Freedom of speech is dying. I'm doing my show. I'm getting support. Come and watch it. It's called this. And he invites all these people on that, like,
Have been canceled?
think like, like
That's
Gilbert
a great
Gottfried or
fucking
something.
show idea.
It's a good concept,
It's
right?
a great concept.
And Adam Carolla is one of the best that's still alive. We lost Norm Macdonald. We lost Gilbert Gottfried.
Before the Man Show,
We
I
still
was
got Adam
listening to
Carolla.
Love Lines. You know what I'm saying? Like before it was even on TV and shit, we had Love Lines where people were late night radio show where people were calling in with like fucked up stories about how they got herpes and shit.
Okay.
Y'all
No, I
don't
have
remember
no idea.
Love Lines?
No.
Oh my
I didn't listen to it. I remember it, but I never listened to
It was Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. And it would come on late night radio and it was syndicated. So it was across the country. And, people would call in with like fucked up stories about like my boyfriend
Whatever. Yeah.
wants to fuck me in the ass and I don't know if that's okay. And they would like talk about it with the doctor. I'm calling myself the doctor now. You know what I'm saying?
You listen to it and beat off to Adam Carolla?
Yeah, pretty much. No, dude, it wasn't Howard Stern. Actually, if anything, it made you scared to beat off because some of the stories would be like, I was beaten off. Now my dick fell off in the refrigerator. And you're like, oh no, don't do that.
But in between those times,
I'm just saying, before he was famous on the Man Show, he was famous for Love Lines. And if you haven't ever listened to Love Lines, you should look up something that's like the greatest Love Lines.
So
show
Adam
at some
Carolla,
point.
right? Adam Carolla is
Yeah.
a fucking
And he's
gem.
doing a show now where he's bringing on canceled motherfuckers.
And he's like,
This is fucking brilliant.
and he's
bro.
like, I get to say and do whatever I want. And look,
From the same dude that brought you Love Lines and Girls on Trampolines, fucking here's canceled.
and I know some people that do a podcast where they might say some objectionable shit,
Really
and,
do.
And I feel like, freedom of speech more than ever is important for us. So, it resonated with me, this advertisement. And right at the end, after Adam Carolla's whole fucking spiel, guess what comes up? Boom. Daily Wire. And I was like, fuck it. That's 3 in 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm going to go fucking sign up for this shit.
That's how Apple TV got me, dude.
So I jumped on and I was like, yeah, sign up for the $12 a month or whatever it is. And it was like, boom, $130 or something. I signed up for a year and I had to pay it all. That's why I was saying you're not going to be able to do 1 month. I had to sign up for a whole year.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But now I have Daily Wire for a year.
So what's up with that password, man?
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
They're not sweating people about passwords.
Cool.
yet.
So
owned by Netflix, by the way.
But how
Daily
wild
Wire
is that?
is-
How wild is that? That the conservative fucking news station, right? The Ben Shapiro station is putting out content that I want to watch. Cowboy movie. I'm not talking about like, oh, this resonates with my political, aspirate. No, fuck that. It's a cowboy movie. I like cowboy movies. It's got Donald Cerrone in it. I like Donald Cerrone. And then my wife is like, hey, look at this. And she likes
Two things I like. Fuck it, I'm in.
And then they're like, boom, Adam Carolla comedy. Dude, stand-up comedy is my shit. That's my favorite thing to watch. Dude, they just one after another. Tink, tink, tink. Bullseye, bullseye, bullseye. They marketed that shit to me so hard and they fucking got it.
Damn, son.
The only thing they could have done better has been like Texas.
Yeah. Also, we're in Texas. And I'm like, oh, right there. You got me.
Right in the feels.
Sure, here's my $130, bro.
Shut up and take my money.
Damn, a year. Dude, cancel that shit now so you don't forget next year. If they're gonna hit you with another $30 next fucking May.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
They'll have other new shows.
We'll see how much I watch it, right? Like, I've already paid for it. We'll see how much I watch it in the next year.
As somebody who just got fucked by this with Apple TV, yeah, cancel now. It's not gonna get better. They come out strong.
But that's what I'm saying.
Apple TV came out with the show. It was called The Morning Show. It has Jennifer Aniston, right? And it has
right?
And it has what's Steve Carell? Mm-hmm. And like a handful of other fucking uber fucking famous people. And I was like, oh damn, I gotta watch that show. Only on Apple TV. It's called The Morning Show. Pretty good. I actually watched it. Then it had like the movies that Tom Hanks has done like 3 movies in the last couple of years since COVID. I don't know if y'all know this. And they're all pretty good. And they're all only on Apple TV. And I was like, Tom Hanks movies? Morning Show with Steve Carell and Jennifer Aniston? Yeah. And then they were like, fucking new series by M. Night Shyamalan. Right? Mm-hmm. It's pretty fucking good, honestly, also. Started watching that shit too. But yeah, they got me the same way. Except I could still I need to cancel, actually. We're there. I've watched all the shit on the platform.
Now you're done.
We're done. Like, and if I was smart, I would have canceled Disney Plus a while ago too. Because
what I'm saying,
like,
though,
The Mandalorian was over, and that's all that matters on that fucking platform.
Daily Wire is making a push to create actual content. Like they're making movies. They're making good or I haven't watched them yet, so I don't know if they're good, but they look good. You know, they're professional directors and real actors and shit.
Good for them. I support this message. They're one of many. Like, you know, Paramount Plus, HBO Plus, or HBO Max.
So we were talking earlier about how Netflix might be emulating other brands like
Netflix
Hulu.
is going backwards.
They're going backwards. They're not making good shit anymore. They're tightening the purse strings and shutting shit out. Uh-huh. They're fucking up, dude.
Well, and they've had way too, like, they went through that era where they were on top and they approved everything to be a show.
Yeah, but that shit sucked too.
And then they canceled it after like a season or 2.
You're like, oh, I like the show, and they're like, canceled.
Right.
And you're like, all right, fuck it. I guess I'll never watch that show again.
I mean, they peaked.
Next show canceled. Fuck them.
They peaked. They're going to have to show their resiliency to get through the next 10 years. Period. If you got Netflix stocks, watch out. You got a 50-50 shot. It can go one way or another right now. Like, they might be on the downside and completely tank, or they might recover, you know, and make another good push. But it's going to take them bringing in good content with high level A-list actors to come in and do shows.
I feel like we lived through the golden age. Or no, okay, so there's the golden age of cinema when they made like great movies. And it got bigger and bigger and bigger until it just got shitty. When Netflix came out, it was its own thing. It was different. The content wasn't quite as high production value, but there was a lot of it and it was free. You know what I mean? And there was like, you could watch tons of the old movies that were good, that were high production value. And you could watch all this new shit that was a little bit lower production value, but still good also. Had A-list actors in it and shit. No commercials for fucking what? $12, $15 a month?
Less than that even. Less than that back then. And dude, for a while, like, I mean, Netflix got big because they killed Blockbuster with the fucking mailbox shit. You didn't have to go anywhere. You could just get it delivered to your mailbox, right?
And that's when I signed up for Netflix. I used to get and then I'm that old. I signed up for it. Not my parents. I signed up to get the fucking disc delivered to me in the mailbox.
And then they went online, but they couldn't create any partnerships with any of the major movie production companies. So what you ended up with was this online culture of Netflix where all the movies were knockoff movies. I don't know if y'all remember this. Yeah. They made the knockoff movies specifically to look like Blockbuster movies.
They had a bunch of content.
Transmorphers.
But exactly. You know, I don't remember the years of Netflix being that, because there was years of that bullshit. And then like everybody was like, they hit a couple good shows and everybody was like, okay, cool, Netflix. And they peaked and they started producing their own content, right? And they peaked at that point. They started producing their own content. They came up with a couple shows and movies that were fucking fire, right? Don't get it twisted. They did. They peaked. And unfortunately, you know, they're on the downside because all of the companies that were partnering with them that made all of these movies and owned all the fucking rights to it were like, hey, why the fuck are we giving all this shit to Netflix? We could start our own shit. And now everything made by Fox, 21st Century Fox, is on this one platform, right? Everything made by fucking Disney is on this one fucking platform. And right. And this is where we started popping up. This is in the last few years, like the last, 4 years, maybe they started popping up, and we get Disney Plus, we get HBO Max, and it pulls away from the background content that you're talking about, where you can watch all these old good movies, you know, because now all those streaming providers, their contracts ended with Netflix. They pulled all of their shit off of the Netflix platform.
So I want to throw this out there. The third thing that Netflix is doing, we talked about, they might be adding a cheaper version that has commercials. We talked about them cracking down on passwords. The third thing that they're doing is there's talk of them partnering with and perpetuating premieres to show in the movie theaters. So they're going back to the movie theater concept.
They need to be they need to
Oh, do they want to open like theaters?
Right.
Yeah.
If they want to survive, they need to stick with their original content concept, right? Like,
I want to argue with you here.
The idea that Netflix is producing these movies and these shows, they need to stick with that, because that's the only way they're going to survive. Because all of the other companies that actually do the production and pay the actors and do the things have the rights to those movies, and they're not going to sign them over to Netflix anymore when they can drive people to sign up for their own platform. They're not going to do it. We're in an age where everybody's got their own fucking platform now, right?
So when Dune came out, it's my favorite movie it was last year. It's my favorite movie of 2021. It's an amazing movie. You need to watch it. If you haven't watched the new Dune, it's fucking good.
I've watched it 3 times.
And it was great every single time. And you probably picked up more every single time. The sound is amazing. The acting is amazing. The cinematography is amazing. Everything.
I pissed off my whole household one night. I'm going to tell you this, because you came at me with this. You were like, dude, and I watched it and I was like, eh. And you were like, sound has to be movie theater.
Uh-huh.
And like, I don't know how recently you've been to my house, but I went full surround in my living room, and I have a fucking 75-inch TV in there. It's pretty fucking good, right? As close as you can get. Well, I mean, as close as I can get. But so one night, everybody's kind of going to bed, and I was like, I have to watch this movie again. And my wife was like, you've already seen it. And I'm like, I know, but my boy told me it's all about the what do you call that? The cut, the sound, I don't know how there's a word for it.
Audio?
There's a word for it. Not soundtrack. I don't know. Anyways, so I turned it all the way up, and they were all pissed at me. But I was like, I'm watching Dune tonight. And
Was it better that way?
Yes, better.
Mm-hmm.
Full bass. Like,
yeah.
Really good. There's some crazy sounds in that movie.
So
the blue eyes are super cool. It's got like really cool visuals. I kind of wish that
I don't want to get lost.
I had some drugs, to take.
I don't want to get lost into just stroking Dune's dick, but the reason I brought it up is because Dune is meant to be watched in a movie theater. The score. It's meant to be watched in a movie theater, and when they released it, they tried to release it on HBO. I think Max. The day it came out, and Denis Villeneuve, the director of Dune, was like, nah, fuck that. Like, that's not how it was meant to be watched. You have to give me a movie theater. And I think they co-released it or something.
They did. They co-released it. They did a lot of movies like that in 21.
So I kind of like, and we've lost a lot of the Netflix movies, like the Adam Sandler movies, the Netflix originals. You're not going to get as good of cinematography. You're not going to get as good a sound because people are watching it on their phones. They're watching it on their TVs in their house. Well, they're not watching it in a movie theater.
For real, Netflix was just cranking through them, putting shit out there.
But they're mass producing this shit that isn't as good as it could be because they know people aren't watching it as discriminately.
Right.
I think they're not watching it on a big screen as loud as fuck as they can,
Yeah.
So, I kind of like the idea of them transitioning to a concept where we can get back to movie theaters. I want to watch this shit on the big screen. I want amazing, like, talent. I want amazing cameras. I want amazing sound. And so something about this new model might lend itself more towards that. So I like that. What I don't like is that, they're basically partnering with the people that they shot down in the first place. And I feel like there's room for both. I feel like Netflix, what they did, paved the way for a new form of entertainment. Maybe they need to not focus on creating, blockbuster AAA Hollywood movies. They need to focus on making funny shows and doing stand-up specials and shit that you can watch at home and it be just as good. And let Disney and HBO and all those guys make movies, release them in theaters and on their platform.
I don't know. Netflix has done some shows that have been pretty fucking good.
Shows.
Yeah, but shows with cinematography.
But I'm talking about movies.
Yeah, but some of these shows treat like movies, just with, loading next episode and every 45 minutes or whatever the fuck it is.
I just want to get back to Hollywood being at its peak, being at its best, creating the best content that they can create instead of just blowing through this fucking Adam Sandler bullshit over and over again.
1982 or something.
Yeah, I want Predator. I want fucking Terminators, bro. I want fucking, Titanic shit. Like even as late as that. Like I want
The Matrix.
I want fucking movie theater
That's
shit.
unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that such a great movie is so impossible to recreate.
Yeah, they tried like fucking 6 times and they're all garbage.
Dude, even the last one was as close as they got, and it still was
Sucks.
just like not, just like, damn
I wish
it,
they would
man.
have just not done that. Just don't do that. All right, let's take a shot and review this whiskey.
Yeah, but that's fucking impossible because everybody rates it as one of the greatest movies.
It's one of the best sci-fis of all time.
Let's take the scotch.
All right. Today we're drinking Grand Old Par, aged 12 years, blended Scotch whiskey. Nothing on the back. Boom. All right. Sweetness, how do we feel? Low. 2.5? 2.
2.
Crunch. A little bit.
3.
I'll go 3. Bite. 2.5. It's middle of the road.
3 on the last one.
Bottle. Okay. This is a unique bottle.
Yeah, the bottle's pretty cool.
It doesn't hit me hard. I don't know who this motherfucker is. Look, there's a guy with a beard on the front.
It reminds me of Amaretto.
The bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. But it's got Leonardo da Vinci or...
Yeah, I thought it was Michelangelo.
No, it's Darwin. It's Darwin.
Okay.
I thought it was Par. Old Par.
Oh, it is Old Par. You're right.
Oh, okay.
That's Old Man Par right there.
I don't even know nobody named Old James.
Yeah, I don't know. Bottle, I'll give it higher than average. I'll go 3.
Yeah, definitely a 3 on it. It's unique. It's unique as fuck, and it's also Scotch, so it's geared towards something a little different. Screw on top though really takes away the marks. Maybe 2.5.
No, I'm gonna say 3 just because it's got its own texture. It's got its own bottle. It's unique.
It does have a snake skin texture, which is pretty dope.
So but it missed something. It didn't resonate with me. They should have put a fucking cork in it.
Or a Texas Star.
They should have put a Texas Star real big on the front. That would have gotten it 4 points.
Yeah. Mostly it's from Scotland, so.
They got Texas Stars in Scotland, right?
A little bit of trivia and
figure it
something
out.
that I'm confused about. So par, I guess, in Scotland means like a young salmon. So it's an old young salmon.
That's not real.
PRR, PARR.
Yeah.
That sounds like they probably think it's fucking hilarious.
It's a joke. They're just trolling people. Drunkenness, how do we feel?
Ah,
I don't know. I guess it's
marks.
doing it. It's
3?
40%, 2.5. Yeah. I don't feel like, oh shit, this is getting me fucked up. Dude, that tequila last week. Tell me you weren't feeling it.
so I got pretty cranked on that tequila last week. I arrived at safe at my house
Safe.
in bed.
When you Ubered home, after you Ubered home.
Sure. Around 2 a.m. And we had finished the tequila long since, and then after that, finished the something else,
Something else, yeah.
whiskey, the Bullet whiskey.
That's right. Oh, which is 90 proof, I think.
I was super housed. I remember all of the night up to the point that I left, and I woke up the next day and I felt fucking fine. It's honestly all week, every day. I've been like, I wonder. I'm kind of thinking about my life choices. Tequila might be for me.
Ask your doctor if it's right for you.
Yeah, dude. If my shit the next day is anything to judge, and it's a pretty good judge character, dude. I woke up just fine. I did a whole day's worth of shit. I didn't shit blood or anything like that. I was fine.
Amazing home run.
Yeah. Way nicer than a lot of the whiskeys that we drink.
So I would hold on. Let's calm down right now. I don't think it was that tequila treats people's gut that much better. I don't think tequila is less of a hangover than whiskey.
To each his own. I think different liquors affect different people in hangover ways differently.
Oh, quit being a pandering fucking dickhead.
Is that pandering?
Sounds kind of woke, dude.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like me,
Yeah.
pussy. No, so what I was gonna say is, I think it's because we don't drink it every week. You know?
So it doesn't hurt as bad?
Yeah. So like if we were to drink vodka, we'd be like, holy shit, this shit gets me fucked up. And then the next day we'd be like, damn, I'm not even as hungover as I should be. But that's because we drink whiskey every week and we're like, well, it takes like a gallon of it to make me even kind of drunk. And then I drank a gallon of whiskey, so I shit blood the next day.
To be fair, we drank the tequila the same way we drink the whiskey.
But it's different. So therefore
It was different. That's what
How
I'm
about
saying.
this?
I felt better. I honestly did.
We
For
could
your
do
health.
We could do a
Better
for your doctors. 9 out of 10 doctors say that tequila's better.
Dude, I'm excited that I have my health, you know?
I'm just, I don't know. I'm still geeking out about asking your doctor, like, hey, dude, I'm having this problem with whiskey, and I'm thinking about switching to tequila, but I just really wanted to get a professional opinion before I make the move.
Stop! You need to stop drinking. Well, you're obviously a fucking quack. I came looking for a professional, and I got you.
Time to find a new doctor now.
You got to find a doctor that drinks.
There you go. No, I think if you switch to vodka, it would be the same thing.
I'll be your doctor, dude.
I don't know, man. The last time I drank gin, that was not the same.
I mean, yeah, the last time I drank cooking sherry, it really, really fucked me up inside and emotionally. You know,
Dude, I refuse to get drunk off of seltzers.
oh, that's just because you're insecure.
No,
That's okay.
no. Dude, I'm actually not okay with you saying it's because I'm insecure. I'll actually fight you about that. If you wanted to say it's because I'm scared, okay. I might go.
Ooh, we're getting in there. We're figuring it out.
Peeling back some
Dude,
layers of the
seltzers
onion
cannot
today,
feel
huh?
good. Like that cannot feel like.
Oh, dude, it's better than beer.
No.
That's
Yeah.
fact.
That's fact.
Against whiskey, where does it stand?
Science.
Okay, science guy. Whiskey hangover
can't compare
versus
it-
seltzer hangover.
No, you can't compare the two because you don't drink whiskey all day. You drink whiskey, well.
The amount of consumption can be equal, but
Equate it to drinking beer, like a shitload of beer, and then waking up the next day and being like, fuck, I have a headache, right? Seltzer doesn't do that. But that might be also, just like what I was talking about earlier, it might be that you're drinking something different, you know? I imagine if you drank seltzer exclusively all the time, all day, every day, you would probably feel the same way.
What do you mean? It has water in it.
so
You're
does
getting
whiskey.
hydrated while you're drinking.
So does whiskey. I drink beer on there's two different stages that I drink beer. I drink beer and I don't get drunk, and I drink beer and wake up in your neighbor's front yard with no pants. And there is no in between.
So you might, I could see what you're talking about with the scared thing, because you might drink like a 12-pack of seltzers and wake up with like a panty on your head or something, you know?
It's that 13th one. that'll do it.
You might wake up 2 streets over and fucking...
That scares me more than panties on my head. I was actually down for panties on my head. That sounds pretty good. We might try this. But 2 streets over, naked, and
Wait till you see the size of the panties and the and the rug burns in the bottom.
Nope, still okay with that.
Fuck.
But 2 streets over, naked, with some little kid waking me up. That scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, that'd scare me too. I don't know.
Probably
Ask,
the kid.
Do you think it scares you?
ask your doctor if it's right for you. You know, like if you get a doctor that tells you that you need to stop drinking alcohol altogether and instead of just telling you that you need to drink more seltzer and less whiskey, that's the same as a doctor telling you that like maybe you shouldn't have a boner all the time. And I feel like that's the next topic that we need to get into is about
Oh, dude, can you imagine like overdosing on the little blue pills and have like a permanent boner?
So overdose, like there's, I think there was an article recently about more people are overdosing now. Accidental deaths, that's what it is. The leading cause of accidental death is overdosing. And, that's a bummer topic, so we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
But what if you were overdosing on blue pills? What happens? What happens there?
Or like, what if one of the symptoms of COVID was like a permanent boner from now on?
Oh, you had a Peter pandemic, a boner.
Right. All of a sudden,
An
like
erectile pandemic, I guess.
all the males just walked out like full masked all the time.
That would be super funny if that really was a thing. Then
It is a thing. It's not.
you couldn't shame
Spectacular.
people for having a boner anymore. You're like, nah, dude, he's afflicted. he's got permanent boner, dude.
You have to rethink pants, right?
Would you have to sit down all the time?
We're gonna have to redesign.
You're
for sure.
definitely going to have to rethink urinals.
They have to make you wear a suit.
Wouldn't
Dude,
it be a
and can you
penis
imagine
pandemic?
like having diarrhea and
penis
having
pandemic.
to piss at the same time with the boner? Like,
And you got to lean all the way forward.
you got to lean all the way back to have diarrhea, and then you got to lean all the way forward to take a piss, dude. And I've had diarrhea and piss happen at the same time. And like, what do? You fucking shit one way and piss the other. Like
That's a bathtub situation, bro.
New bathroom concepts have to be adapted here.
Oh man, they'll probably have an adapter that you can hook onto your wiener,
Dude,
and pee that
and
way.
belts are out. You can't use belts anymore. Can you imagine having to tuck your dick underneath a belt? Like, for a little while until your boner goes away, like, that's acceptable.
Well, yeah, because it's uncomfortable and it's tight. You cinch your belt around your boner, and it makes nothing makes your boner go away like a belt.
Right?
cinch
This is
around.
uncomfortable.
Depends on who you are, I guess.
Each to his own. I'm not here to judge. You're saying for me.
Makes it worse. This is uncomfortable. Oh, God! I'm gonna go.
That's my hair.
Yeah, you like pants would have to be designed with a little pocket where you, like a little tuck pocket for your boner.
Pocket.
Yeah, like the pants go all the way around, and then there's like a little extra pouch. You know,
What if it has like a cooling feature, like those Magellan shirts, so like it can breeze through? there and
all
stuff?
underwear should be made of that. First of all,
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Something with that can aerate. That can. It's drafty. You know.
yeah, but you gotta have a little loop-de-loop in the front
A
of
cock pocket.
You gotta
a
think
little
it's gonna
cock
get
pocket, right.
It's gonna get hot down there with all that blood all the
So
time.
you know, I have some underwear that they already have this built in, right?
But it's for a flaccid. Or
Yeah, it's for flaccid.
flaccid.
not Blake's, but it's okay.
Anyways,
I don't know. It works good for me. Maybe
ask your doctor if it's right for you.
I don't know if how my underwear would deal with the nutsack pocket and the cock pocket. I don't know how that would deal with a permanent boner situation.
The question is, how would you deal with a permanent boner situation? I think it's tucked all the time, right? Like if you got to take a piss, urinals are rethought. You stand.
Well, you got to flip it up because flipping it down, like taping it to your leg, that shit's not going to work.
Dude,
You're going to be
can't-
walking around all the time with
There's
your
no
hands
way.
on your knees.
There's no way I'm touching my toes every time I got to take a piss. That shit ain't happening. If anything, I'm going to stand further away from the toilet and piss straight up. Rainbow.
It's like a fucking bowling alley. It's urinal.
The arc of justice.
But you still have to adjust the yaw. You know, it's like that old tank.
Minimally adjust the.
What were the tank games where you have to adjust the
yeah.
pitch?
Dude, if you get to where you're adjusted too
arch
much,
it over the
yeah, you
So-
just got to figure out it's geometry, bro.
everybody
Everybody has
over this stall and into the toilet in the next stall.
It's calculus at this point.
I don't
No,
have that kind of pressure.
It's definitely
Let's be real.
geometry, and we're going to take geometry from like a 10th grade skill to like a first grade skill because the little boy's going to have to learn that shit quick. Like, at what angle do I need to stand in front of the toilet so that I properly piss and don't piss on the wall?
Oh, it's gonna get worse.
They,
Can you imagine school children with
I was
permanent
gonna say
boners?
they already piss on the wall.
No, I
so
try
like,
not to.
Yeah, so we shouldn't talk about that. Oh my god!
Can you imagine changing diapers and your little baby just has permanent boner all the fucking time?
So I'm gonna answer.
Stop pissing in your face.
I'm gonna answer Chris's question first, and my answer
Wait,
is
which one? I asked like 7.
unapologetically full mass all the time.
Uh huh.
That's my route.
Oh, no tucky.
No,
Interesting.
no, just full send.
And that's what I'm saying. If there's a penis pandemic where everybody's getting permanent boners,
Then how do you show your interest?
then you can't even shame boners anymore. Now people just walk around with boners. And if someone's like, "Hey, bro, you've got a fucking boner. What the fuck?" You're like, "Dude, I'm afflicted."
Is that like a new gender?
Everybody has boners.
It's
They're a boner carrier.
Yeah, but you lose the like. How do they know that you're attracted to them at that point?
They're a
like
boner
if you
person?
can't just be like, "Hey, look at my pants," you know?
It's quad P. That's the name of it because
Quad
it's
P?
because it's permanent prolonged penis pandemic.
okay.
So quad P is the name of the disease.
Dang, that's catchy.
Can we put a number behind that, like number 7 or something?
Can I wear a mask? Will that help?
Quad P number 7. Fucking wear your mask.
Probably
so you
help
don't catch a
from-
boner in the mouth.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Or piss. The
They're
way,
good at stopping. I mean, those microfibers. Really
Yeah, or
protect.
piss officially goes the wrong direction from this point forward.
I feel like there's a market here. Once this quad P proliferates, there's going to be a market for like a belt that wraps around your dick and then wraps around like an elastic belt that
what I'm
wraps
saying.
around your belly and holds it against.
no.
Cock
It's like a
pocket.
super thong.
They're gonna make you wear a mask on your dick.
Yeah,
It's a cock pocket, and your belt can no longer attach at the front center.
not a pocket. It's just got a ring and then like 2 strings coming off that are
Yeah, but still,
elastic.
you don't want the clasp to be front and center anymore. You're gonna have to put this clasp on the side.
on your back.
Or on your back.
Yeah.
God, that's going to get difficult.
Everybody's
you ever
gonna
tried
know.
to tie a tie behind your back?
It'd be like a bra, but for a boner. A boner
Yeah.
bra.
This sounds
Spank.
terrible.
It'd clasp in the back, you know?
There's going to be a
And
whole.
it would give you support. It would support the boner, and it would keep it pointed directly into your belly button.
Men are going to revolt one day, and they're going to want their freedom back, though, if you make them wear a bra on their boner. You know what I mean?
Free the boner.
Yeah.
The boner. This is Chop's point. Full mast all the time.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
He's like a pirate ship.
We're all afflicted. At this
Now,
point. But how
what
do you?
if-
I get back to the question though. At that point, how do you let her know that you're DTF?
You got to sign a consent form, like you always do.
Yeah.
It's not going to change that at all.
She's like, she just grabs hold of it, and you're like, no, bitch, get off me.
You're
She's like, what the fuck?
You have to sign into my app with your
Not
face.
interested. I just have a boner right now.
Well, she's going to have to start signing.
That's going to be
consent
wildly
forms also.
confusing for the females. Wildly confusing.
Welcome to our world.
Right? I guess fair's fair. Fair's what you pay on a bus. Bitch, get in line.
Yeah.
So what happens when this happens at the same time as the split stream pandemic?
Dude,
No.
boners are the
No, like you've got the
leading
arc
cause.
figured out,
But now it's split stream.
but now you're splitting streams.
There's no figuring out split stream. Dude, split stream is like you're gonna have to clean the piss off the
Divided
wall
by zero, you're
and
fucked.
off your boots. It's
No
fucked.
way. There's gonna
no,
be-
no accounting for this.
There's
It's an
gonna-
act of God.
There's going to be competitive pissers. It's going to be like trick shooters, who shoot like trick shotguns or they shoot 4 clays at a
No.
time. They're like, no, I can piss.
I
and
dare
do
you to
it.
try because the streams never go the same directions.
I can
Like,
stand with my back
practice,
to the
dude.
urinal.
if we were 2-dimensional beings, I get what you're saying,
It's
Gator,
practice.
but we're not. We're 3-dimensional beings, and your piss comes out in 3 dimensions, 2 different ways.
I believe it's practice, though. It comes down to practice.
Nope, there's
Piss
no
practice.
practicing for this.
No, there is.
Nope, you
Like
can't-
anything else, you can master.
Nope, you can't guess it. You can't practice it. Nope.
after
Split
10
streams
years
are
of
always a
split
surprise, and it's always a mess, and there's no way around it.
It might seem like a surprise, but it's predictable.
I just
Wait.
figured
Can we
out
get
this
here?
conundrum.
Are all dudes? Do all dudes suffer from this ailment?
No.
Yes, but I just figured out the solution.
No,
and
you don't. You're out. You know,
don't
you've
get split
never
stream.
had a split stream.
No.
We go back to the trough.
How though?
The trough doesn't solve this.
The trough doesn't. It's a 3-dimensional problem. You still think it's
'Cause
2-dimensionally.
and you've got a boner on first. That's the first
Fourth
symptom.
dimension.
The second symptom is the split stream. That's when it's really advanced.
And then
right?
it's in a circle, so your stream can split and go any 2 directions all the way around, and you can never guess which direction that they're gonna go. Like sometimes you piss on yourself in the wall. Like sometimes you piss on the 2 walls on the either side. Like sometimes you piss diagonally, even. Dude, there's no guess. Sometimes it splits like 4 ways. And
One
4
goes straight
streams,
down and dribbles. The other like sprays diagonally.
and then you got 2 crossways just for accent.
That is the worst when it's a difference in distance, no matter how the aim is.
No, when it starts to differ in number of streams, like your split streams, but it's not just 2 going 2 different ways. It's like 4.
It's quad P.
Quad P. Problems. Dude.
crossed with a boner.
Crossed with the boner.
Cross pollination.
This is the end of the
See,
world. as
women
we
just
know
don't
it.
even know. No,
Yeah.
Like
Honestly, I think their piss happens like that every time.
oh, that would suck if every time you peed, it just like dribbled onto the side of
It
your
goes a
leg.
different direction. You can't even
Dang.
guess. Like if you can plan for it, great, dude.
You
But
can't
if
spell your name or nothing.
it goes a different direction all the time.
So at what point do we just make it like you piss in like a cock holster?
Like a funnel.
They already have that for girls at like sporting events.
Like you just stick your dick in a hole in the wall, like a glory hole, but it's a urinal behind it.
It has to be like
Hey, stick your dick in that.
it has to be angled up. They can't just cut a square hole anymore because we got permanent boners now. Like
And I'm just saying, we might have to adjust for height differences.
Yeah.
fuck, I hate squatting to take a piss.
Do you have to clean it after you're done?
God damn you, short people.
Like you flush it?
We start.
Or can you just like put a splash guard that goes like around your dick and you just pee on a wall all the
Oh,
time?
like a funnel of shame, or like the dogs
kind
wear?
of shame?
Yeah.
Dude, we'll all become height supremacists,
And then instead of a trough, it's just a wall.
Fuck you, short people or tall people, because I either can't or have to bend down. Either way, it sucks.
Yeah, I think it would be, you would end up having to carry around an apparatus that wrapped around the head of your dick and then had a hose that you could channel it.
That's not
wherever
going to
you
work.
It'd
Nah,
be a
dude.
Bluetooth hose.
No, check it out. The hole
Bluetooth.
goes, it's like a cylindrical. It's,
want. Yeah.
all the way up and down to adjust for varying heights.
Like tubes do.
You feel me?
Phallic in nature.
In nature. No, it's not just like a little bitty hole, because like then everybody has to.
Yeah, obviously it's not a little bitty hole. Obviously it's a big fucking giant, girthy hole.
No, I mean, it can even be a thin hole. It just needs to be, adjustable to height, is what I'm saying. Up and down. Not so much around, but up and down.
Hey, I'm more worried about the the around than the up and down. You know what I'm saying?
God damn, you fucking skinny dick motherfucker. Squeeze my dick in this little hole. At least you don't have to adjust for height also. Imagine if you had to do both.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do both.
Damn, short and skinny.
Damn, this sounds like a terrible affliction.
Yeah,
I don't wish this on anybody.
Yeah.
Permanent
problem.
Permanent boners. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I have a new fear. Is there a word for this fear yet? Is there a phobia related to quad
4Q
P?
phobia, quad P phobia.
It's real like 300 and something, and it's
Is that 5P at that point? Because it's a phobia also.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some alliteration there of like phallic, flaccid phobia. No, because flaccid is limp dick. We're talking about
Placid.
It's permanent prolonged penis pandemic phobia.
okay. I got a scenario for you guys.
oh, good.
You're a UFC fighter.
Oh no, we're gonna have to change the game, dudes.
You're a UFC fighter, and you get in the ring to fight this.
And you're like,
dude.
no, I caught the fucking what are we
I'm not
calling
even
it?
gonna
Triple
say.
P
I'm not even
shit.
gonna say that it afflicts you. It afflicts your opponent.
Might throw some salt in your game.
Your opponent walks out just full mast.
Yeah.
Makes grappling easier, I suppose.
Is it like hair in football? Like, can you grab it?
Grab fucking up.
Grab his dick and twist it. It becomes a new submission move, you know?
Yikes, dude. Oh, man.
And new
rear naked choke, dude.
middle heavyweight.
Who's choking who?
All right, guys. Whiskey and Whiskers website is up, so whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com. If you'd like to support the show, there's links to our Patreon account with pledges starting at just $1 a month. That's it, right? $1 a month.
Capping out at $1 million.
Everyone else is charging like 10, 12, 15. Netflix is going up to $1,000 a month. So
Might as well pay us more.
Yeah, pay us. Pay us more. At whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com, you can also find links to the show no matter how you choose to listen. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, Podbean, Pandora, Audible, everywhere. So look us up.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Definitely check us out on OnlyFans. And there's live feeds to our social media on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
I like your tweets.
We're on the That's Not Canon network. There's tons of great podcasts no matter what you like to listen to. Most importantly, if you made it this far in the show, you're a bad motherfucker. Go to our website, whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com. Click that bad motherfucker link. Your donations keep the show going. This allows us to keep bringing that fire, to keep drinking these bottles, and keep making you laugh. So go to the website, click the link, and subscribe. There's some perks there too. Once you become a member, you'll get to see what's up. Go to whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com and donate to our Patreon. New episodes every Monday, new content all the time. We'll see you next week.